Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you dare to uncover the chilling secrets hidden within the shadows. It began with a scream, a sharp, blood-curdling wail tearing through the cold night air, echoing down the empty path of Hollow Creek. No one saw who it belonged to, but those who heard it say it was unlike anything human, something torn between agony and fury, a sound that clawed at the soul. According to legend, Hollow Creek was cursed long before anyone dared call it home. Settlers whispered of the creek's waters turning red with blood during certain nights, of strange lights flickering beneath the moon, and of a shadow that stalked the trees, waiting patiently for those who ventured too close. On this night, the moon hung heavy and full, casting silver light over the tangled forest. A group of friends, drawn by curiosity and the thrill of the unknown, had come seeking the truth behind the rumors. What started as a dare quickly spiraled into a nightmare none would forget. The leader, a young man named Mark, was skeptical. Ghost stories, he scoffed, lighting his cigarette. Nothing but tales to scare kids. Yet even he felt the eerie weight pressing down as they approached the creek's edge. The air grew colder, thick with mist that clung to their skin like unseen fingers. As the group crossed a rickety wooden bridge, it creaked ominously, the sound swallowed instantly by the oppressive silence. Sarah, the only one brave enough to peer into the dark waters below, suddenly gasped. The creek, usually murky and still, seemed alive, swirling as if disturbed by something beneath the surface. The folklore said that a woman named Eliza had vanished here a century ago. She was said to be drowned in the creek, betrayed by those she trusted. Her spirit, some claimed, cursed the waters, dragging unsuspecting souls into the depths on nights like this. Suddenly, a chilling breeze swept through the trees, carrying with it a faint whisper. The voice was soft but desperate, calling a name, Mark. It seemed impossibly close, yet no one dared move. The flicker of a shadow slipped between the trees, vanishing before it could be fully seen. A sudden snap of a branch shattered the silence. Jason, the jokester of the group, laughed nervously. Relax. Probably just a raccoon, but his bravado was brittle, cracking under the growing unease. One by one, their flashlights flickered and died, swallowed by the thickening darkness. Panic set in. They called out for one another, their voices swallowed by the night. Then, Mark disappeared. His scream, raw and guttural, filled the air before silence claimed the forest once more. The others searched desperately, their hearts pounding like drums of war. All they found was a single, muddy footprint leading toward the water and nothing more. According to eyewitness accounts from locals, those who disappear at Hollow Creek never return. Sometimes a lone scream pierces the night weeks later, sending chills down the spine of even the bravest souls. The next morning, only Sarah was found at the creek's edge, trembling and incoherent. She spoke of shadows that moved with a will of their own, eyes glowing beneath the water, and a voice that promised freedom if only she would join them. But freedom at Hollow Creek is never what it seems. Years later, her story resurfaced when a group of hikers discovered strange symbols carved into the trees around the creek. These markings matched those found in an old diary buried in the town's library, an account by a forgotten settler obsessed with dark rituals to control the spirits of the forest. Based on folklore, those symbols are a warning. They mark the boundaries between the living and the dead, a fragile barrier that, once crossed, traps souls forever. As the sun set behind the hills that day, the creek began to bubble and churn, as if awakening from a long slumber. A faint light danced just beneath the surface, glowing eyes watching, waiting. Years of stories, disappearances, and eerie sounds had only confirmed one terrible truth. Hollow Creek was a gateway, a place where the veil between worlds thinned to a razor's edge, and those who dared linger too long were claimed by the darkness. The night deepened. The forest seemed to breathe. A faint melody rose, haunting and sweet, drifting through the trees, a lullaby sung by unseen voices. And then the shadows moved. Sarah, despite everything, had vowed never to return. Yet the darkness called to her still, whispering promises she couldn't ignore. On the anniversary of Mark's disappearance, she made her way back, driven by a need to confront the terror that haunted her dreams. The closer she got to the creek, the heavier the air became. Her footsteps faltered, a cold hand seeming to grip her heart. She could see the water, black and still, but from its depths, a pair of glowing eyes stared back. According to legend, those eyes belonged to Eliza herself, transformed by sorrow and rage into something monstrous. Her voice rose in a crescendo, a song of vengeance that rattled the very bones of the earth. Sarah felt herself pulled toward the water's edge, powerless against the unseen force. Her last breath was a whispered plea. "Help me." From that moment, Hollow Creek fell silent once more. The townspeople avoided the area, fearing the curse that seemed to grow stronger with every passing year. But sometimes on nights when the moon is full and the wind is still, those who listen closely swear they can still hear the cries, the desperate voices of the lost, and the haunting lullaby of Eliza's wrath. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you want to uncover more dark tales that lurk just beyond the light.